Today I'm taking you to this little silver mine. I really can't say silver because it's the part I'm taking you to is the upper portion of a very large complex. Now to get there, it's not that easy. This very steep road to get up to the site. I almost guarantee that they had to put boulders in the back of the trucks to get them up to the site. What I've been able to research about the site is it was discovered around 1910. Well, the main part of the working is this was a much later version of it that came about in the 1930s. During World War II, like so many other precious mineral mines, it became idle, and was not until about the 1950s that somebody tried to reopen it. That failed, and then I don't see any record of it until about 1977. And that only lasted probably about 6 months to a year before it was completely shut down. 2/3 away from the mine. There it is right there. Look at that view of the valley below. And that's what I just came up. All right, let's continue. There is one of the very few stone cabins in this entire wash area. So there it is. So here, I had a little building at one time, probably for the air compressor. So you have a pressure tank. Now this is the neatest part here. And again, I'll have still pictures at the end of the video. Big winch drum. The mine is right up there, and we will be climbing up that. Now, when I first came up here, I was back in 2005, and I was down at the main tunnel, which is way down there at the bottom, and decided to walk up the wash, this little canyon, and saw up on the top of the hill this ore bin. So it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Decided, it doesn't look that bad. So I climbed up this. Finally got up here when it was dark. And I was like, this is too dangerous to go back down. So I hiked the road all the way around that I came in on this time. Then all the way around the mountain and back to where I parked over there. And at that point, it was 10:30 at night. And you see the little clay monument right there on the side of the cliff. There are a couple more tunnels down there, and even an old ore cart. But this is the most interesting part, like the old railing. I want to go ahead and get some pictures and I'll go ahead and talk to you again at the top by the tunnel entrances. Just like the old miner videos. Woo, doggy! That's a climb. There's some more drill steel. Ugh. There's the top of the ore bin, or chute. So there's that winch motor and drum. Yeah, that's a climb. And for you who are going to start screaming that I'm trespassing, no, this is BLM, has been since 1977. You run into situations out here where you run into the old trespass signs, because like that's metal, and other times you'll get people who want to be left alone and will claim an area and put up no trespassing signs. Well, let me go ahead and get my light put on, and let me go ahead and go in and take a quick look. Talk to you in a bit. Okay. Piece of concrete, it looks like a pillow. Check that out, but I already know it dead ends. It's right over there. And you can see the round timber with the bark still on it. Look at that. That's neat. A little tool area. I won't be climbing up that today. Looks like somebody was up here recently doing a survey. Trough over here. There. Let's make the camera light a little bit brighter. So that's a false floor, but I'm interested in this stuff over here. Little windlass. Well, this is a windlass. This is what they used to use to pull stuff up from the lower level. been backfilled. Air is starting to get humid. And my meters aren't going off yet. Grease still looks good. So there's a face. I had a piece of machinery here. Doesn't go back any further. Yeah. So there's a ramp that comes up. Well, that's it. And you can see how humid it is. You got mildew. Think about it. We're in the southwest, so that tells me there has to be some water nearby inside these rocks. Hey, look how they did the S-turn. That is a very tight turn. So this backfill, from the way it looks, goes to that other side that's closed off. Well, it's not really closed off. There's no point in climbing back there. Now granted, this is a much newer windlass, but still pretty neat. Let's see. I do know there is a tunnel further down in the canyon. It does have a stope. So I'm wondering if that's the stope. And I believe there is a tunnel up above me. I usually have never gone past this level. I mean, I've done the lower level, but I have never done any levels above me. Now let's see how I'm doing on time, and I'll probably end up doing that. Or is it a shaft? I can't remember. That's where I just was. Climbed all the way up this. That was loose and nasty. And I was right, there is a tunnel right here. I don't remember how far back it goes, but I'm going to go ahead and get my light put on. I'll go check it out. I brought my more powerful flashlight this time. And again, we're all timbers going way up there. Oh, not really that far up, but still impressive. So, it doesn't go down very far. We'll check that out in a little bit. Actually, it looks like they actually went back Finally, I can stand up. Wow. So there it is. That stope that was down at the lower tunnel, that's where it comes up from. Very neat. Now that was put in there. Wow. So this entire thing here, it's gobbing, all of it. Very neat. Yeah, from here it doesn't look like it, but when you come back the other way, you can see all the boulders and such that they didn't want to carry out. So that's canvas. Okay. Because sometimes you can actually find old blue jeans in mines. Very neat. All right, let me go ahead and get everything packed up and start making my way back down. I just finished that. Finished the little tunnel that's over there. Show you the ore chute. I'm going to go ahead and follow this trail out. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because I got a big mean plant in the way and I got to get around it. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of that and put that at the end of the video. So I'll talk to you in a little bit. I knew there was a trail heading up to the upper mine, but I always forgot where it was located. This time I made sure that I marked it on the GPS. I'm almost back to the vehicle, so this seems like a good place to end today's video. If you made it to the very end, I really appreciate it. Go ahead and continue watching past the closing. I'll have some still pictures, and like always, these pictures will also be available on my Instagram. So I'm hoping that this will get you excited to start doing some exploring if you can. And if you do get out and explore, remember, have fun, but most of all, be safe.